7 small habits that steal your happiness. All the time we say that all we want is to be happy. But what is happy anyway? Is happiness something that suddenly appears when things fall into place? Or is it something that happens every day? Well, let's put it this way. When you feel it, you know it. It's the feeling you get when someone you love smiles at you. It's the feeling when you're sitting in your living room, reading a book on a rainy day. It's the feeling of killing it at work. Happiness means different things to all of us. Happiness is something we often overcomplicate. The key to happiness is in the things we do every day. It's not some magical art or attainable to feel. It's our daily habits which can either make us miserable or fill our life with more joy, more love and gratitude. Happiness is something you create, not something that comes in those fleeting moments that are few and far between. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want us to look at 7 habits that steal your happiness. But before we continue, please, all I want you to do is like this video and please subscribe if you haven't and click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post. Without wasting time, let's get straight into the video. One of the things is taking everything personally. Not everything is about you and not everyone has to like you. Just because someone gave you a bit of an attitude at a grocery store, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong to them. Maybe the sole reason why people sometimes tend to be rude or short with you is just because they're having a crappy day. And if someone does make you feel like you did or you said something wrong, well, don't overthink it. Don't allow other people dictate how you feel. A lesson I had to learn the hard way, but it's the truth. You can't be everyone's cup of tea, and that's totally fine. The next thing that steals your happiness, focusing on things you don't want. Are the things you talk about aligning with your goals and dreams? For some strange reason, we tend to talk about things we don't want more than we talk about things that we do want. Pay attention to what you say. Talk more about the things you love, the things you want, the things you find beautiful, wholesome, or even inspiring. Don't fall into the trap of constantly discussing everything that's negative around us. Don't talk about things you don't want to happen to you. The next thing, putting yourself down. Oh yes, I once said that if my life had a theme song, the title would be most likely to be Not Good Enough. Learn to guard your speech. This includes your inner monologues, what you tell yourself, what you think. If you had a bad day, didn't get something done on time, learn to forgive yourself. Learn to be kind to yourself. Do not put yourself down for every little thing that doesn't go your way. If at the end of the day you did at least one thing, you took one small step, that will bring you closer to your goals. You're closer to achieving them. The next thing that steals your happiness, waiting or putting off things, waiting for the perfect moment. Don't do that because no such moment exists. I know people who spend their entire lives waiting to start living. Year after year, goals and dreams are unmet, and that's exactly what they remain, just dreams. If there is something you've always wanted to try or do, go out and do it. If it requires funds you don't have, lead everything you can about it first. Take small steps, but don't start still. Don't let another year pass where yet again you realize time went by and you didn't get to do any of the things that you wanted to try. Don't have 0 days. If today you can only allow yourself or afford to take just one single step, one small action that will move you forward, you're one step closer than you were the day before. The other thing, allowing fear to take over. This is one of the things that we talked about when we were discussing learning to flow with life. We hold on to worries, past failures, we fear change. All those things are a part of life, and sometimes they don't come without pain or feelings of discomfort. Don't put your energy into things that feed your fear or your worries. Learn to accept challenges for what they are, instead of reacting with anger and fear. Learn to flow and stop resisting. Yes, sometimes things happen to you, and you might find yourself asking, why me? Well, you're not the only one whom things happen to from time to time. These challenges help you grow and learn. They help you see just how strong you are. Don't let fear and needless worry take over. Know that you are much, much stronger and braver than you give yourself credit for. The next thing, comparison. You cannot continue to write your own story when you're constantly busy following mine or someone else's. It can't happen. Whenever you compare yourself to others, you're failing to be fair to yourself. You look past your own achievements, and even if you think that some things in your life are okay, you're guessing that someone else's must be better. How do we know that? We guess. We often don't see the whole picture, so we fill in those blanks ourselves. So and so is better than me, we assume. Here is something to remember. Comparisons add no value to your life. Instead, try practicing appreciation. I know that it's not always easy, but when you see someone doing something you've always dreamed of or achieving goals similar to yours, think of it as a proof that it can be done. Let that inspire you instead of feeling discouraged. Don't listen when the world tells you that you're too old to try something new, or that it's too late for you to do something incredible with your life, or even make a small change in your life, regardless of where you find yourself at the moment. Remember that there are still many beautiful moments ahead. There are places to visit. There are people to meet, passions to discover, books to read, skills to develop. Pay attention to those small habits that steal your happiness, and do more things you love. I really hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're missing out on a lot of things. So make sure you subscribe, and don't stop there. Make sure you click on the notification bell down below to get notified anytime I post. See you on my next video.